first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Of course, the ball goes out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Same shit you use? Yeah. Chiefs. For real?
I told him the same thing.
Not only do I have the best offense in this bitch, I have the best defense.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
I've never used like an amazing.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. At that time, they were up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught.
These niggas are getting fried on curl routes.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Flushed out right.
Okay, and that thing?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wilson.
So you got Patrick Kelsey.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
36
well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
And he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Dude, what the fuck? Wow.
C.J. Mosley, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tavon Austin.
I just got sacked 3 times in a fucking row. That's wild.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Oh, they get all the pass to me.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
Yeah, I should have joined that league. I could have joined with the Cardinals. Right?
You can still be the Bills.
It's Wilson.
Probably don't have Josh Allen.
Open man Justice Hill. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
You have Josh Allen? I guess not.
What?
They'll bring a receiver in motion
He was on
left.
the Bills. Nobody has him. Does he have
On
him?
2nd and inches. Wilson.
I don't know if he's playing anymore, though.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say you're...
And that's caught
It
inside
wasn't even
the
a bad game. It was
35.
like 24-13.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Maybe just took his mic off.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up
that.
past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's easier when he's an actual quarterback like Patrick Mahomes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think that...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, I treated him like the way
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the
Marcus
left.
Scantling, which is 6'4" with 95 speed. Nicole Hardman, which has 97 speed, and had DK with 95 speed.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's right.
Now receiver in motion left.
That's like the threshold.
No way, Juju.
94 and 95 is like
Here's Wilson.
And then 96, 97, 91.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They'll run the ball, though. How do you mean a return?
They'll run with Mostert. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
When you do left-hand dives to right-handed,
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Again, it's Mostert, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
just ask me for tips how to
And
get
it's
that.
going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
He's live.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 1st down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if you get down the road patch, you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's a dog. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Jets have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. And they They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
How do you score, man?
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Got dotted.
Gary
Wilson freaked that shit.
Touchdown, Jets.
Just like that right there.
His second touchdown
Really the same
again,
way.
and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
He goes for 2.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game. You start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the
Oh, I didn't get it.
He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap.
That lucky ass shit.
He's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Anybody else would got it.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
They're getting that shit. They just call it fair catch.
Come on, bro. Lame ass thing.
They think you got it. Still Miami P where they're done 18 picks already.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points.
Look at me in the bottom,
Fat 5-0. Somebody put the
Fuck.
defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see
Shit,
all these
route.
points going on.
Shit, route combo. Nigga, what are you doing? That route combo ass.
Both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter? Nice little jab.
Did I come back? I didn't miss the break. It only takes 30 seconds to cut
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Nigga, what the fuck are you route combos?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was
you had him wide open.
You have R1. You have Kadarius wide.
You had him.
He
had him wide open, bro, the whole time.
Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
How does he go out of the play? Like, go back to that play. X, nigga.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup.
That's a little
as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And
that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14.
Big Daddy.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
Oh, wait.
There's a flag. Was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that
you got Kadarius coming. Wait, you recovered him?
In addition to the pencil?
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
You got it back.
He declined it.
On accident?
Yeah, probably.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Because everybody's
will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
8 rushes for 19 yards.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Bro, I feel like
now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
While you're sleeping,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
You know you eat like 5 spiders a year or something like that? Is that?
And he will have the first down as he gets this to
TJ was on it, bitch.
Decision to go for it, but it pays off with a
That's all I
first
know.
down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get
That
you
nigga's
down the
retarded.
coast
You
to
call it no
Orlando
time
for
out.
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
I don't know how people run out the clock, bro. I cannot sit there and wait for the clock to go all the way down to 2 and then call it play.
Niggas coming for my MVP trophy like he hasn't thrown 20 picks, bitch. Give it up. Nigga, you have too many picks to win it.
For their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around. He's got a man, complete, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out in the end zone, they start at the 25, so at minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Straight blitzes.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Yeah. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Lamar lost 66 to 16 last week.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here. But
Amadi!
That one doesn't find its target.
Oh my God.
He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard.
Oh my God, wide open. The safety was on the other side of the field.
That's a bad
The safety was on the complete other half. Oh my God, look at that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Wilson. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Demonized defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action with Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. C.J. Mosley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wilson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown pass. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You're not getting that shit. He's thrown too many picks.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Yeah, 20's wild.
I have 28 touchdowns. He has 16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening.
And I have a 75 completion percentage. He's
you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
I have 144 passing
sitting up
with
here,
100.
and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Damn, Brees. I gotta give me Brees Hall. I got stupid with that.
Throwing is Wilson.
I'm gonna get it off.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 38 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Pussy your ass. Leave, bitch. Leave.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Oh, I thought he caught.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 87 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results,
I'm stat spamming like a bitch.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
I'm stat padding like a bitch, forcing the ball to Jalen Waddle. I don't give a fuck about nobody else.
That is thrown downfield, and look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Isn't Jalen Waddle leading everybody right now?
Now it's Wilson.
I lead in touchdown reception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Flush. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
You see the fast to the good chat.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. To throw again on second down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Wilson on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th
That
and
nigga
goal.
fat said, I'll get the drill. I told that nigga.
Now it's
I said,
Wilson.
you play me next. He said,
It's
no, I'm good.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Wilson.
That is nice.
Who's who?
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Can't hear.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The mic's like I had you super low. Hold on.
Here's Wilson to throw.
What the fuck?
Ball had his hands on it.
I can hear now.
Just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was
With the
big
Lakers, I might have to take
interception. And the Dolphins are going to
That
take
is.
possession
Lil
of the
fucking
football.
Tyler.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense,
Yeah,
maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's going to try and go deep again.
Sauce.
Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 17, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Wow.
He's going to be pulled in.
Keon crossing his ass.
So how about that for
Pride.
a chain mover? They're all the way down
Yeah,
inside
he just
the
got
40 now
fucked
for
up by
1st and
Garrett
10.
Wilson.
On 1st and
You gotta
10,
see that
it's
shit.
all. And nothing much materializing there on the first
Nigga, you
down
get
run.
fucked all game like Garrett Wilson.
And this is why
Yeah,
aggressive
but like that was
defensive
like the
coordinators love
worst.
to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers.
Oh my god, jump ball too.
Yeah. That was like the worst.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
He's just little, like he's not tall.
Their 3 timeouts.
He's like
It's
5'10".
going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Why not get Kadarius Toney?
Who the fuck? Like, that nigga's a random. Like, who the fuck is that?
Morstead out now.
Why not get Kadarius Toney involved?
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing. Trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight.
Bro, is Russell Wilson about to have 1,000 passing yards?
How much do you have?
Like 800.
In the game?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keon Crossen. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Like, these are red.
Play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
He's a red Daisy. He's a red Daisy.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
The random.
Russell Wilson, like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, is Gabe gonna play again?
And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Jets offense
supposed to be live.
Start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
Nigga Michael texted
To
me,
get voted into
yo,
the Pro Bowl. When
your
you have 4 in
interior
one
light
game,
in your
that
car
means
is
about
on.
a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl.
Mike Gesicki just took off, bro. Mike fucking Gesicki, bro.
How much passing yards you put up?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra.
Jam. Why to see? You better leave me, huh? More.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Oh, they kicked the fucking and easy.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Easy.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Nigga, you better jump from 10 to 1.
Here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL. So, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Russell Wilson's still tired.
The interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Oh my God, he almost got freaked by Tyreek Hill. I have 822 passing yards. Oh, he's quitting.
Why does it take him till now to quit? I don't understand that. I ain't gonna lie, if he does some stupid shit and you don't get your stats, he's getting booted from the league.
No shit.
Oh, I definitely did kick that one kid because he.
On the other sideline,
What kid?
jubilation and laughter.
The kid.
Well, he gave me my stats, but I didn't get my full stats. Man, he was ass. Like, I don't want shit niggas in my league. Bro.
Yeah, this thing might have to go. Like, there's no way I should be doing this.
Wilson wants to throw it. Out route to Hill, complete.
Man, you're just playing shit, nigga. This is not fun.
Yeah, this is not fun at all.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the
they all
first
just
here.
played, bro. Ass. Like, he had literally, there was no chance. Like, bro, Madden guys could have gave him everything in the world. He just wouldn't beat.
And that is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. But
Russell Wilson throwing these flat-ass balls because he's tired as fuck. That shit's wrong.
Niggas arm hurts. Niggas just do 800 yards. He's blinking red. Look at his dumb ass.
Fuck him. He needs to keep throwing this bitch.
Someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly
right. He is 20 years old again. I forgot.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Need one more touchdown.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Where's Gary Wilson?
Looking to throw. Wilson.
Somebody.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't.
I gotta get on this Gary Wilson shit because he just seems to freak my shit every time.
It's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Drop to the flow, bitch. How much money to score a touchdown right here?
Partner, I gotta tell you,
I probably won't get it. Russell Wilson's like
I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone
on his last bit of oxygen right now.
The catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided.
Jalen Waddle caught that.
A jump ball, and this is caught.
He just caught that.
Jalen Waddle just caught that.
How much yards did he had to have? Bro, he had to just have like 500 yards.
Yeah, man. There was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Talk about stat padding.
Long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down.
Russell Wilson damn near threw 900 yards, bro.
Scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jalen Waddle should have 1,000 receiving yards on the year in 5 games. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that channel like I didn't play that game.
Hey, this shit pretty active though so far.
Yeah.
Niggas is playing that shit, bro. And we still got what, 32?
Yeah, Russell Wilson got a lot of upgrades actually.
I feel like everybody that's in here now is like here to stay.
Yeah.
Like mostly, I'll say like 85%. Like Raiders stand, Jags stand, Saints stand, Seahawks stand. Who's the Bills guy? Who was that?
New nigga.
Take him.
Why? Let Fat get him?
No, let Jaden get him. He's done? Jaden done?
He's done. He's not coming back. When does my superstar activate for this Keon Crossing nigga, bro? Jalen Waddle, 36 receptions, 12,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. Wow. Russell Wilson, 59 completion percentage, 24,000 yards, 21 touchdowns.
You gonna stupid. You gonna stupid. You gonna stupid. You gonna stupid, stupid, stupid. You gonna fight stupid. That's a liar. All that usual like Kobe. Everybody ahead of that don't know me. He said that you're tough and that boy gotta show me.
Average receiving per reception is 34 yards, 247 yards per game, 13 touchdowns, 281 yards after the catch.
No proprietorship, bitch.
The first 1,000-yard receiver in the league.
Purchase. The best defense in the league is fuck.
Me, I have the least yards. I have the least yards allowed.
Sack leaders Anthony Barr. Interception
I'm the
lead.
second best offense. First best
Interception.
defense.
Who has the best offense?
I don't know. Well, points scored, not yards. Just points.
Ryan Nail has the most picks.
I have the most points allowed. Wait, no, I have the least points allowed and the least yards allowed. I have the best defense. And I have the second most points scored. And I have a game over everybody too. Mahomes has a 97 million cap penalty. Oh my god. ask me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you're receiving guards. That's it.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never